no half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Darnell Savage.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it this time. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
McKenzie now to return it. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
A Packer first down.
Play action. Love to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Loves
7 yards, the pickup there.
86.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain.
Yeah, once more, strong running,
down,
excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun. Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from the 6. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Number 33.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Touchdown.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
24 is the run.
Mayfield with it once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
At the 1-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Packers 14, Browns 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Love now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jabari Zuniga. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action this time with Love. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Packers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And the Packer.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Again, it's It's Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers! From 21 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down into half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Adrian. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And throw right side complete to Parker.
Complete to
a gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's brought down by...
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 29, Mayfield. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Mayfield's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 32-yard
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore